I am here in Lahti, which is near Lahti in Finland, for the Graveler series race, which is called Falling Leaves Lahti, and it's part of the Nordic gravel series. And yeah, I'm super excited for this one. It's 180 kilometers, but only 2,000 meters of climbing, so not tons of climbing. I maybe have to take that back. This, you can just see from where we're located, it's stunning. Like, we're in the middle of like a forest, right on a lake. Gonna go lake swimming later, I think. Go in the saunas. So I've been feeling pretty good on the bike this week. I was a bit ill earlier in the week, but feeling a lot better now. And yeah, hoping that I can kind of turn that into a good result. There isn't many women in the women's race, which is such a shame because it looks like a really cool race and it's like max point scoring for the Graveler series as well. Today is Thursday, so I've got a couple of days before the race and I'm gonna go for a ride this morning and then just relax a bit. I got here yesterday, last night, so I've got Thursday, Friday, the race is Saturday, and then I fly back Sunday. So it's a quick trip, but I'm looking forward to exploring a bit. Just seeing a little bit of the end of the course. The race is tomorrow. The course is stunning, like absolutely stunning. There's a race today as well, and I decided not to do that because I thought after last time I should save my legs for the big race. I found some rice pudding here. I put some mango in it for extra carbs. I have just registered and now I'm just riding back. I'm gonna have some food, start some carb loading. We are in the middle of nowhere here, so food isn't that plentiful, but I went the other day to get some Rice Krispies, so I might eat Rice Krispies. My Rice Krispies for some carb loading. Good morning, it is race morning here in Lahti, Finland. And yeah, it's nippy this morning, it's very cold. So I'm just deciding whether to wear sleeves or not. I might wear sleeves, it's a bit cold. Really looking forward to today. I think there might only be like 5 women racing. I've been told 10, but I think it might be less. So it's gonna be really interesting in terms of dynamics. Like, that completely changes the race because 180k is a long way if you end up on your own. So probably don't wanna do that. I'm excited, looking forward to it, just need to get ready. Maybe spin out the legs a bit, depends how hard we start. I think with 5 people, we might not start hard, but you never know.
Three, 2, 1, go. And let's give a great applause to ladies.
So there ended up being 6 of us on the start line, but 4 of us were elite. I'd never raced in this small of a field, but it made it really interesting because we basically were just racing head to head, almost like we had made a break from the beginning. So this is the neutral section behind the moto here, which, to be fair, we weren't going particularly slow in the neutral zone, but we were trying to kind of figure each other out, I reckon. So the majority of the course had a surface kind of similar to this, and it was just basically champagne gravel, like it was gorgeous. And we started working together as a pace line, and I was quite aware of like how much effort I was putting on the front and making sure I wasn't putting out too much effort, especially considering like how strong Lotta was. So this is Lotta from EF in front, and like every turn she took was pretty damn strong. So I was trying to like make sure my turns were a little bit weaker than hers so that I could save something in my legs for later. But it's hard because you want to pull a fair amount in front and you don't want people to feel like you're slacking, but at the same time I didn't want to drop from this group and end up on my own in the middle of nowhere racing the rest of the race on my own. this is a bit where I made a very silly mistake. So I came up to a selfie stick by the content car like this, and the girls behind got on the kind of wheel of the content car and got in its draft. And I suddenly realised here, I was like, oh no, I'm pushing out. I think I was pushing out about 260 watts. I looked down and I was like, oh no, I'm pushing out a bit too many watts for this point in the race, and I need to get in this line before they go behind the car. And basically the car accelerated, they got on the back of the car, as you can see here, and I dropped, and we're like 15 kilometers into the race, and I lost a good like 100 meters on them. I managed to kind of stay calm and think, look, if I work at a certain amount of power for a certain period of time, I should be able to catch them. And luckily we had this hill here, so I just pushed a little bit harder on the hill, and Lisa gave me a cheer from the content car, because I think they felt a bit bad that the girls had got in the back of the car, and encouraged me to kind of get back to them. And I just put my head down, pushed out an uncomfortable amount of watts, but managed to get back there eventually. My GoPro gave up on itself about 50 kilometers into the race, and what happened was at 80 kilometers the girls Lotte and Annabelle accelerated on a hill, and I managed to stick with them, but Lisa didn't manage to hold on because she'd raced the day before and kind of trashed her legs the day before. But the three of us stuck together, and yeah, I'll reveal later on in the video what happened in the rest of the race. Post-race food with some dessert on my meatballs. Time to end this race a very Finnish way with a sauna and a lake swim.
Being there for maybe 2 minutes, but you got out and you felt amazing.
To Finland, but I never visited so yeah.
Where's the party?
Waiting for the party.
Is there? Oh, look at that. That's spooky. Final Finnish breakfast. Carrot pancakes. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay, I'm all packed up. That is the end to another adventure. I had an amazing day out yesterday. Like, I honestly think that that was one of my best races probably ever. Just in terms of like my mental resilience, I think. So at 130k I dropped from Lotte and Annabelle, having stayed with them at 80k when they kind of kicked a bit on a climb, and I was pretty proud of myself for staying with them then. And then I had that moment of, oh god, I've dropped, I've got 50k on my own. Went quite slow for a bit. Thought, oh god, this is really tough. Like, maybe I'm blowing, but I didn't think I was blowing. I felt pretty good. So then I reminded myself and I was like, do you know what? Anything can happen in a gravel race. You've always got to keep going, because I might see one of them in a second. And I also thought, like, Lotte's likely going to drop Annabelle at some point because she was a lot stronger than us. So I put my head down, kept going, saw Annabelle, and when I saw her I was just like, I'm gonna attack around her because I don't want any chance of her getting on my wheel. So I just attacked, and then there was such a long road in the distance. You could see like super far into the distance. I was like, I've got to look really strong and just put my head down so that she can see me in the distance looking strong. So I like looked strong and I basically TT'd to the finish like as hard as I could, and I ended up finishing just 1 minute and 5 seconds behind Lotta, which is mad. I had no idea she was that close. So yeah, second for me, which I'm really, really happy with. Like, I think that's a mega result, especially like Lotta's on the EF, like she's pretty damn strong. Like riding with her was hard. So yeah, successful trip, and I hopped in the sauna and the lake afterwards, which is the important part. And that is another race ticked off. I've got 3 races left. Yeah, I've got Gravel World Champs, Rank So, Graveler Final, and then a secret third race. I don't know when I'm gonna announce, when I book the flights. Yeah, an exciting one, an exciting trip. This has been an amazing trip. I'm excited. I think next year I'll try and do some more Nordic gravel series because they're just such good events. Beautiful gravel, great vibes, good barbecue last night. And yeah, got a good result. Overall, 10 out of 10 trip, would recommend to a friend and non-friends. Looks good. A final coffee.